Hello, this is a webinar about the MS in Nutrition at Boston University. My name is Mary Jane Staniak, and I will be hosting this recorded webinar. Thanks for your interest in this program. I am a senior lecturer here and also the dietetic internship director, and I'm happy to share with you a little bit about our two-semester MS in Nutrition at Boston University. But first, a little bit about the university. We are a large urban research university made up of 17 colleges. We're located right on the Charles River in the historic city of Boston. Boston is home to 35 universities and colleges, making it one of America's best college towns. Additionally, we have countless medical centers and world-renowned hospitals, making it really a medical mecca for students who are looking for opportunities to volunteer or to work during their time when they're in their graduate studies at BU. So this program blends a college experience, a campus experience centered around Commonwealth Avenue, right in Boston, with that city integrated opportunity as well. So Sargent College is made up of four different departments. Those include occupational therapy, physical therapy, speech, language, and hearing sciences, and health sciences. All of our nutrition programs are in the health sciences department. We have three different graduate programs in nutrition. The two-semester Masters of Science in Nutrition, which is what this particular webinar is focused on. We also have an MS in nutrition combined with a dietetic internship and a didactic program in dietetics, also referred to as DPD, combined with a Master's of Science and Dietetic internship program. The MS in Nutrition spans two semesters. It includes a requirement for at least 32 credits at the graduate level. And the focus of this degree is really advanced study in human nutrition. Students in this program have the opportunity to create their own concentration with the help of their faculty advisor. It's important to note that this program, unlike our other two programs, does not include a dietetic internship. If you are looking for a dietetic internship on your pathway to becoming a registered dietitian, I encourage you to look at our other programs. Graduates of this program who have already completed a DPD program go on through application to get into their top dietetic internship choices. This program offers both a January start as well as a September start. And we also have the opportunities for students to pursue this degree on a full-time or a part-time basis. What makes this program unique? Well, it's an in-person program. You complete all of the requirements in two full-time semesters. Of course, if you're doing the program on a part-time basis, it would take longer than that. This program is STEM eligible, which is highly relevant for those of you who are coming from another country as an international student. This program gives you the flexibility to create your own concentration, opportunities to collaborate with faculty. We also have an optional practicum course that is usually of high interest. I'll talk a little bit more about that later in this webinar. There are opportunities for those of you who might be interested in research to work with one of our research professors. We also have an optional summer study abroad course that takes place over the span of 4 weeks in Italy. And that course is taught by two of our own nutrition professors, Dr. Quattromoni and Dr. Salji Blake. We have more information about this program on our website as well. So, who's an ideal candidate? That's a frequent question that I receive. Well, we're looking for applicants who are well-rounded with a strong academic foundation that has prepared them for the rigor of a graduate degree from Boston University. But we're also looking for candidates who have strong interpersonal skills that have the ability to work with a wide range of students and faculty. We're looking for applicants who have strong qualities in critical thinking, leadership, adaptability, students who are self-directed and have good conceptual abilities. There are a few different types of students that this program might be well suited for. Some of you maybe have or are working on your DPD program. And for those of you who maybe want to make yourself more competitive to apply to a standalone dietetic internship, our program at Boston University, if you're successful when you're here, will really increase the quality and strength of your application. This program also might be well suited for some of you who already are a credentialed registered dietitian, looking to advance your career and deepen your understanding of human nutrition science. As well, it's a great fit for those of you planning a career in medicine, maybe looking for a gap year before you go on to medical school or dental school or PA school. It's also a great program for those of you who maybe are going on to complete doctoral programs. And finally, it's a great fit for those of you who might be interested in pursuing a nutrition career in industry or communications, potentially in policy or community health, or consulting or research, or other nutrition-related businesses. There are a lot of prerequisites that are going to be important for you to be aware of. We have a web-based form that we encourage those of you who are looking for some direction on whether or not your courses meet the qualifications. And I will point you to our website to our equivalency evaluation request form. Give us a couple of weeks to get back to you on those if you fill those out. In order to be considered suitable for this program, you will need to have completed a bachelor's degree with a minimum GPA of 3.0. There are several other courses that are required. We require general chemistry with a lab, biology 1 and 2, both with labs, organic chemistry with a lab, physiology with a lab. Other courses that are required before starting the MS in nutrition include human nutrition science, biochemistry, statistics 1 and 2, and some type of genetics course, or if your biology series included content in genetics, that would meet the requirements as well. There are several other important considerations that we're looking for when we're reviewing your prerequisites. Those are all listed on this slide, and you can find more information about them on the website as well. So once you get here, the curriculum is going to depend on what concentration you have built with your faculty advisor. Regardless of your concentration, all of our students are required to complete 5 core courses. Those include our graduate biostatistics course, metabolic regulation, nutritional epidemiology, one of our life course approaches to nutrition that would be either nutrition in disease prevention or community nutrition. And then the 5th required course is nutrition research. Around these 5 courses, students build their concentration to make up for the other, the balance of the 32 credits. We have an optional practicum, which most of our students do choose to complete. Some recent students have built their concentration in sports nutrition, community nutrition, nutrition research, and clinical nutrition. Now, it's important to note that if you're interested in a clinical concentration, you would also have, in addition to these prerequisites, you will have need to completed prior coursework in clinical nutrition, specifically medical nutrition therapy and counseling. This curriculum is outlined for the typical fall entry. If you start the program in January, you would be required to complete all of the same courses. The sequencing of the courses would vary just a little bit. So hopefully you're liking what you hear and you're going to be interested in coming to visit us on campus. But for those of you who are not, I wanted to give you a little bit of an inside peek into Sargent College. Here are a few pictures demonstrating some of the spaces that you might find yourselves in. We have some newer state-of-the-art classrooms with all the bells and whistles of modern technology. We also have some more traditional classroom spaces as well. For those of you who are interested in the clinical concentration and meet the requirements to complete that area of focus, you will be very interested to hear about the opportunities to receive hands-on training in our simulation center. That's located right in Sargent College on the third floor, which is where my office is. These pictures here show Professor O'Brien. She's the one in the red scrubs here, training some of our students doing an exercise here with a paid actor. So we pay standardized patients for our students to have the opportunity to practice, make mistakes in a safe environment. So I'm going to pause for just a moment here, and I am going to show you a brief virtual tour. This is a recording. It's a quick tour through our simulation center that is narrated by Professor O'Brien.
Welcome to BU Sargent College Center for Simulation. Today we're going to take a look at the Sim Center through the lens of the nutrition program. The first room that we enter here is the debriefing room, which is where we can talk about things that happened in today's case. We've also demonstrated some of the equipment that we had, things like edema pads, manual and automatic blood pressure cuffs, and glucometers available for testing patients' blood sugars. So now we can move from the debriefing area into the hospital area, where we have two simulated hospital patient rooms. In these rooms, we can use a series of standardized patients, or today, we see our simulated patient is our mannequin Juno. And Juno has just had a feeding tube placed using our CoreTrack machine. We can also monitor Juno's vitals while we're here in simulation, see what kind of IV fluids that they might be on. Each room is equipped with a hand washing station to get prepared for donning and doffing PPE. And we can see that we have a mirror here. This is a special two-way mirror that allows faculty to evaluate students without being present in the room. And we can watch everything that is going on as well as record it in our specialized system here in the control room. We then move from the control room into the second patient hospital room. You can see we still have many of the same equipment as well as additional. And for today, we also have set up our bassinet with our baby mannequin, in which we can get some anthropometrics of our baby mannequin. We'd love for you to see what we enjoy here in the Sim Center from the nutrition program. Welcome to BU Sargent College Center for Simulation. Today we're going to take a look at the Sim
Okay, there. Now I'm going to jump back in and talk about our practicum course. Um, So in this course, which is optional, students have the opportunity to work directly with one of our preceptors in a variety of settings. So it's 150 minimum requirement over the course of the semester. It's about 10 or 11 hours per week. And we place students in a variety of different settings. Clinical, community, culinary nutrition. Other sites might include eating disorder treatment centers, food service management, media and communications, industry, research, sports facilities. So, a lot of opportunities. One of our regular and popular opportunities for the practicum is our Sergeant Choice Nutrition Center. And in this center, we have a team of 9 registered dietitians working to help our students and faculty and staff with all of their nutrition related needs. This wonderful team and this wonderful facility right in Sargent College gives our students who are in the nutrition programs opportunity to practice and learn and develop their skills in this private practice environment. There are ample opportunities for research. Here are a couple of recent pictures of students who presented their work at the American Society for Nutrition. And I'd encourage you to take a look at our website and look at some of the work that our research professors are currently working on. Students also in our programs have the benefits of applying for our assistantships. We have graduate assistantships. Those are opportunities to work directly with our professors. We have ample opportunities for teaching assistants, as well as we have paid student ambassador positions and paid social media assistants that help us run our social media accounts. Outside of the programs in nutrition, university wide, there are the opportunities to apply for other assistantships. Some of our students have received assistantships with the fitness and recreation program. Not only do they receive a stipend, but they also receive some tuition remission. And we have other students who have secured positions as resident assistants. They get free housing, a meal plan, and a stipend as well. If you have questions when you're going through the application process, maybe about transcripts or your letters of recommendations, our Director of Graduate Enrollment, Alessandra Monroe, is available to answer any of those questions. If you have questions about the curriculum or the program itself, those are probably best directed towards me. Another resource that we have for our graduate students at Sargent College is our Director of Graduate Financial Aid. This is Jasmine Samuels. She's available for any of questions that you might have regarding your graduate degree. The application deadline. So, for those of you who are interested in starting this January, the application deadline is October 8th. For those of you who might be undergrads at BU, we have an earlier application and you get an earlier decision. That's October 1. And then for those of you interested in applying for next fall, so fall of 26, the application deadline early decision is October 8th. The preferred deadline is January 15th, and we will be accepting applications on a rolling basis until June 26th for a study beginning in September of 2026. In addition to completing the Sargent College online graduate application, there are several other application requirements that I've listed on this slide. Um, there's always a question about standardized tests. We do not require the GRE at this point in time. For those of you who may have studied in a degree other than English, we do require an English language proficiency test, and there's more information about this on our website as well. For our international students who studied outside of the United States, your bachelor's degree will need to be submitted through WES for equivalency. And just it's important to note that your application is not considered complete until we have received the report from Wes and until we have received your English language proficiencies tests. In addition to the written application, we also have a interview process for some of our applicants. So these are all of the requirements, and there's more details about all of these on our website and in the application itself. So thanks for tuning into this webinar. I hope this was informative and answered some of your questions. If you have additional questions, don't hesitate to reach out. I'd encourage you to take a look at our events page. You can grab the QR code here for upcoming events, both virtual and on campus. Thank you so much, and best of luck to you on your journey.